Hello, NYWCites. I am the administrator of the NYWC message board, Robert Lottie. Sideshow was a great way for NYWC to kick off 2017 and a great lead-in for the 15th annual Psycho Circus. The night began on a somber note as many on the roster and the owners of NYWC came out to pay homage to the recently departed Neil Swenson, who many might remember him doing security and helping out at the events. Many of his family was in attendance for this one, and very classy and wonderful video they showed just before the main show got underway. From there, the main show, well, not main show, but the show gets underway as we saw the first of two Pick Your Poison matches, as we saw the Devil's Outlaw Stockade put down the Man of Steel Mike Verner to retain the heavyweight championship. And in our second match of the night, we saw the Lariat DJ Hyde defeat Dan Barry of Team Tremendous. Third match of the evening, we see the Big O defeat Mr. A, who we remember as Apollyon. And Mr. A, of course, has been hanging with Tyler Murphy. O took the microphone after gaining the victory and addressed that he was coming for Tyler Murphy's Fusion Championship at the Psycho Circus. Next up, we had tag team action as we saw the Benson Bros, CJ and Rad Brad, defeat the A-listers Absolute Alvin and Ultima Maya, who were accompanied by the lady who assisted them at Cuffed and Caged back at Draw the Line. I do apologize for not getting her name. Next matchup, we see Tyler Murphy defeat the Greek god Papa Don to retain the Fusion Championship, with an assist from Mr. A. Next up, we saw the Hounds of Hatred, Boo and Bam Sullivan, defend the Tag Team Championship against Jesse Vane and Anthony Lacerra. During the matchup, Mouse comes out, and he looks like he's going after Devil Doll, but then the referee is trying to keep them apart. All of a sudden, Bull James comes out, and he attacks Bam Sullivan, and Lacerra and Vane capitalize, and as a result, Lacerra and Vane capture the Tag Team Championship from the Hounds of Hatred. It was at that point they went to intermission, and during intermission, tickets went on sale for Psycho Circus, which is taking place Saturday night, February the 25th. And yes, folks, I did grab my ticket. There we had, up next we saw Jay Red with GIT and Irish defeat Sammy Pickles to retain the Starlet Championship, and Jay Red claiming that he's the greatest Starlet champion ever, which prompted Willow Nightingale to come out, and she basically challenged Jay Red to a match at Psycho Circus to put his claim on not only the belt on the line, but his claim as the greatest Starlet champion on the line. Next, we saw singles matches as we saw the Chainsaw Joe Gacy defeat Aiden Bale. Up next was scheduled to be a tag team match with JT Kaysen and Flawless Blake Morris taking on General Romero and a mystery partner. Well, Blake Morris ended up super kicking JT Kaysen, and he steps out of the ring, tells Romero to tag him, and he tags Morris, and Morris gets on top of Kaysen, enabling Morris and Romero to win the match. And then Morris took the microphone and basically went on a rant, and I forgot what he was saying. He eventually tells General Romero that the good thing about him is that he's loyal, and Morris gave Romero a super kick. Kaysen eventually gets up long after Morris leaves the ring, and Kaysen gives Romero a beer, and they drink, and they each drink their beer, and then they leave the ring. Up next, singles action, we have Angelo Andrews defeating Randy Summers. And I apologize, and Jim Lundis, I know you told me the guy's name during intermission, the UFC fighter, or is he a former UFC fighter that was Also in Angelo's Corner with Crusher Dugan. Then with main event times, we had our second Pick Your Poison match of the night as we saw King Mega go one-on-one with Bull James in a battle of monsters. And just as Bull was getting the upper hand, out comes Stockade and the Hounds of Hatred. And they're doing a number on Bull. Mouse comes out, tries to save the day. And then out comes Rex Lawless with taped up ribs from the attack in the parking lot a few weeks ago. And Stockade takes the microphone and he tells Bull James, those that are in hell and that are downtrodden and they always come to me. And up on the screen we see a video package of someone asking where was Bull when he needed him. And it was none other than Leo Kruger, formerly known as Adam Rose in the WWE. And Kruger announced that he will be joining Stockade's team for the Psycho Circus match. After Stockade and company leave the ring, Bull gets up, takes the microphone, and said something about Psycho Circus going to the extreme. Well, I don't know where that's going to lead to, folks. Personal notes time. It was great having my cousin Richie and his sons Jason and Matthew at this show. Glad to see they enjoyed it, and they will be back in the future. Great sitting with Jessica and Leanne. Great seeing Shane, John, and a few others. Steve, how can I forget about you, man? That great speech you had about the departed Neil Swenson. Also, great seeing Greg and Sarah Gruber, Charlie and his son Josh. I noticed, great seeing Irving Diaz of BCW with a bigger megaphone than I've got. Oh, great seeing Ariana, Ashling. And by the way, Ariana, I did mention you in last month's recap. I was glad to, at the after party at Twisted Shamrock, and Jason Linux said it could be the last after party NYWC has it. I wonder anyone knows what's going on with that. But while I was there, I was glad to dance with Jessica to Stains So Far Away. Reminds me of how far she and I have come in our friendship in the last 5+ years of sitting together at NYWC. And seeing that a certain song that I posted about a week ago has caught on by popular demand, Shane and John, I know you're going to enjoy this. Well, his name is CPA, and he can file 1040A. W-2's at 1040 easy, come what may. His name is CPA. Fine. Okay. Yeah, seeing that caught on like a flash, seemingly. But definitely, NYWC, of course, returns with Psycho Circus, the 15th annual Psycho Circus, Saturday night, February the 25th. Already announced on one side, the Devil's Outlaw Stockade, the Hounds of Hatred, Bam and Boo Sullivan, and their partner Leo Kruger, formerly known as Adam Rose, as they go up against Bull James, Mouse, Rex Lawless, and a man yet to be named. Also confirmed for the Psycho Circus, Tyler Murphy defends his Fusion Championship against the Big O. Jay Red defends the Starlet Championship against Willow Nightingale. Also, I'm sure the newly crowned tag team champions Jesse Faye and Anthony Lacerra will be in action. I don't know what else will be in action, but obviously the Joker's Wild Battle Royal will be taking place, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot going down. And if you didn't buy your tickets last night, if you weren't there, could buy tickets, grab them, because this is the one show that sells out every year. Oh, man, I got to say, great seeing Jim Lundis. Don't think I forgot about you, man. Okay, so I think I got to wrap this up, folks, but NYWC rules!